Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, the MEC for Sports, Recreation, Arts and Culture, tech innovators, librarians, and obviously the young people who are supposed to be with us in this room today, leading the future into what libraries are supposed to be about. Igama lami Azola Vanda, and I am your program director for this morning. And throughout the day as well as we continue with our session. But before we can get started with anything at all, I think it is quite important for me to say, if I have not said hello to, Inkosi Zethu, have I not said to other dignitaries as well, please, protocol observed. Now, before we can get started with our program, I think it's quite important to start off with our national anthem. So I would like to ask all ladies and gentlemen to stand up, as we will have one of our singers perform this national anthem before we get started with the program. And what a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. What about Kwabizandla? And I see that really touched you. Super talented. One of our own here in the Eastern Cape. So we can be super proud of her for giving us that wonderful rendition. Ladies and gentlemen, let me do this again and welcome you to the first day of the Libraries of the Future Expo 2026. As I mentioned before, and I'm super thrilled to be welcoming you to start off this beautiful week where we are looking at where the libraries of South Africa, and especially in the Eastern Cape, they're heading to. This year, we're not just opening doors, we are opening our books as well. Our national theme for this year is Reclaiming Knowledge, Empowering Futures. And there's no better place to start off this journey right here in the home of legends. Today, we kick off a week celebrating and concentrating and focusing on reclaiming our heritage for digital local content and protecting our indigenous knowledge so it's never lost. Just to show you, though, how far we've come, I want to share a personal story of mine. This is how I got into the futures of libraries. by reading Mills and Boon novels. And I'm sure, I think abantu who are about around my age can remember that time where you'd be hiding in a little corner in the room and just reading those little books and never even imagining that there would be a time where we were talking about digitizing books and digitizing libraries as well. So this is why I'm so excited to be part of this session today. We're getting together and we're discussing how are we advancing libraries so that our children and our children's children can get better access to books, and they can travel the world by just sitting in a little corner in a library as well. So it was one of those stories of those sweeping romance and dramatic cliffhangers that first taught me the most important lesson about libraries, that books are a portal. You can go to anywhere in the world. I would sit in King Williamstown and travel to France because of just reading a Mills and Boon novel. So today, as we look at the Libraries of the Future Expo, we see how the game has changed. We are no longer just flipping pages, but we are bridging the digital divide. So libraries have evolved as well, as we understand, from quiet rooms of paper into hubs of innovation. And this is exactly what we'll be experiencing today. As you see right behind us as well, we have expos, people who are showing us how we are moving ahead with libraries and books and learning as well in the digital space. So my mic has gone off, but it's okay. So the Libraries of the Future Expo is more than an exhibition. It is a bold gathering of thinkers, innovators, educators, librarians, students, and knowledge custodians as well. Can I have my mic back on, please? All right. Thank you so much. Okay, this one is not working as well. uh, let's continue. I think we'll continue with this. Let's start with the program so that we can get going. We can get the MEC as well to just, get us to understand why we are here exactly and what it means for the Eastern Cape as well. We'll start off with the opening. We have a representative from Buffalo City Metro, who's going to be speaking on behalf of our Mayor, Councillor Fako, to just welcome us and let us know what is happening as well. Okay. All right. While we're sorting out the marks, apologies, ladies and gentlemen, let us get the gentleman who was serenading us before we started the program to just give us another live performance so that we can get started and get the microphone sorted. As you can see, we're still getting to the level of digitizing and getting everything together. Nugget guys, I still carry on a piece of paper. I'm supposed to have a tablet or something, but I was like, I need paper because I'm old school like that. I need to scribble down and write. So it's why so exciting having these conversations, because we need to bridge that gap between, people who scribbling used to having a paperback book, or just, getting a laptop or a tablet, getting their books wherever they are. So we're going to be getting a live performance. Guys, I can't sing. Yeah, I would do the live performance myself, but unfortunately. Oh, can we sing? I understand my mic is off. I'm just used to holding it. We're getting it sorted, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to get a live performance in the meantime to just get us going. We've got a young gentleman who was here. Emene Dreads. Is he here? Yeah. While we wait, I've got a question for you. Since I confessed about Mills and Boon, I wonder who can remember and is able to confess as well that they used to read Mills and Boon, unless you read other things when you were younger. Mills and Boon as well. Ah, no. I used to read those when I was a teenager, and they helped me with my language as well. Without the mic. Testing. I think we're back on. Since we called you up, I think we should let you just, serenade us a little bit as well. You are in the Eastern Cape. You are from the Eastern Cape. So let's do this. And this is why they will continue calling us the home of legends, because talent is bred here. Talent is nurtured here, and talent is exposed here as well. Thank you so much for that beautiful rendition, Goska Kolu. Let us carry on with our program. I think, with no further ado, we need to call up on stage the MMC for Human Settlements, Mr. Malibongwe Mfazwe, to represent, our BCM mayor, who unfortunately could not be here with us today, to give us just a few words, and then we open officially the expo today. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Sakumzi Chaka. Noma bantu abahamba naye are just surprised about who's this now?
Thank you so much, Program Director, and also for correcting that. My name is Councillor. She requested me to be part of this, to do this opening remarks. And Kalen Kahlele ebukhosini obukhoyo apha unkosi Makinana okhoyo phakathi kwethu, Program Director, the office of the MEC, who is also representing today office of the Premier, MEC Sibulele Ngoko, distinguished guests and partners, HOD, present. And let me say all protocol observed, because there are so many representatives and partners who are here today. Ladies and gentlemen, libraries, education, community leaders, as well as important partners who are gathered here today, allow me to say good morning. It is a great honor to be here today to do this welcoming remark in this very important day and the week of a library in Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality. A library reminds us of how important libraries this week, it reminds us how important libraries are in our communities, as well as how reading can be able to shape our lives in what we are doing on a daily basis. This week is not about books. It is about knowledge, learning, and giving people access to information. When we build libraries, we are not just building buildings, we are building opportunities and a better future for our people. This is especially important in our municipality like ours, where we have about 60% of our population being a rural population, as well as 40% urban. So basically, the Buffalo City Metro is a rural metro, which for us, it is important that, gathering like this and libraries, as well as information sharing in those, are also important knowledge so that they can be able. There are also places where our stories, languages, and history is being protected. For many young people, our villages and township, a library is the first place where they use computers or do research work for the school. Sometimes it is also the first place where they read stories and other related activities which can be able to change their lives for good. Reading is not about turning pages. Reading helps understand the world around them. When people read, they learn to think, ask questions, and solve the problems. Where literacy grows, opportunity grows. Where knowledge grows, innovation also grows. For this reason, our libraries must outline or continue to grow and adapt. They must also provide books, but also support learning through people's lives. Our communities also have a strong storytelling tradition rooted in the heritage of the Xhosa people. As would recall that omakhulu bethu babesibalisela intsomi kudala. These are the storytelling that we learn through initiative of this magnitude. Today, these traditions continue to inspire new writers, performers, and young storytelling who are learning their voices matter. Our region is also proud to have University of Fort as a historic institution that has produced many great leaders, scholars, writers, who have shaped the South African society as well as the world we are living in. Today, together with schools, libraries, and communities program, institutions like these help guide people to read, write, and think about in places of innovation, opportunity, and inclusion. The future of our libraries depends on how we work together to shape these matters. Together we can build a strong reading community where children love books, young people discover their potential to continue with education as their future. As we discuss these activities on the Library Week program, let us remember that one important truth: a library can change life. In Buffalo City Metro Municipality, where our culture and stories and rich and vibrant libraries will continue to place where knowledge is shared and a dream begin. On behalf of Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality, I warmly welcome every guest gathered here. May this Library Week inspire us all to learn more and build stronger communities for the better future and knowledge. Thank you very much.
A big thank you to Mr. Xhaga. Thank you so much for that warm welcome. And I'm sure that now we can understand that BCM is also part of this initiative and they're supporting moving to the digital space when it comes to libraries and exposing our children to books and education as well. Thank you so much for that. All right, we must move on to the next phase of this because I think we want to open officially, this ceremony. We want to open officially so we can get started with conversations as well on how we can move forward as the Eastern Cape. Please allow me to welcome someone who's just not an overseer, but a champion for the youth, someone who's looking after artists and librarians, who's also at the heartbeat of our communities. Her department is the engine room, and this is why we are here, and showing that as we move into the digital future, our unique Eastern Cape stories are preserved and protected for the generations to come. Please join me in welcoming a warm Libraries of the Week future. Welcome to the MEC of Sports, Recreation, Arts and Culture, the Honorable Sibulele Ngongo.
Thank you so much. You can get seated. My beautiful program director of the day, the acting executive mayor of the Buffalo City Metro, the Honorable Mayor of Walter Sisulu Municipality, our traditional leaders led by Nkosi Makenana, Abantwana begazi bonke who are with us today, the President of LIASA, senior officials from the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, South African Library for the Blind and National Library of South Africa, leadership of our universities and academic institutions, distinguished ICT partners and exhibitors, NPOs and panelists. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. To those that are joining us here physically in this magnificent hall, and those academic institutions, we appreciate your presence and your contribution. It is both an honor and privilege to stand before you today at the official opening of the Libraries of the Future Expo, under the powerful and timely theme, Reclaiming Knowledge, Empowering Futures. Libraries have always been more than buildings filled with books. They are sanctuaries of knowledge, engines of democracy, and spaces where opportunity meets curiosity. Throughout history, societies that invested in knowledge institutions have always positioned themselves for progress and transformation. We meet in the middle of a month that is dedicated to human rights, rights that are enriched in our Constitution, and those rights include the right to education. As a great African scholar, uNgugi wa Thiong'o once reminded us, I quote, "Language and knowledge carry culture, and culture carries the values by which we define ourselves." When we reclaim knowledge, we reclaim our stories, our identity, and our collective destiny. In the 21st century, libraries are undergoing a profound transformation. The Library of the Future is not merely a repository of printed material. It is a dynamic hub of digital access, innovation, lifelong learning, and community empowerment. It is a space where a young learner can discover the power of reading, where entrepreneurs can access information to build businesses, and where communities can bridge the digital divide. For countries like South Africa, libraries play a critical role in advancing social justice, education, and inclusive development. They help democratize access to information and ensure that knowledge is not the privilege of the few, but the right of all. Our responsibility, therefore, is clear. We must reimagine libraries as catalysts for development. This means investing in digital libraries, innovation labs, community archives, and knowledge hubs that responds to the needs of a changing society. Through initiatives such as National Library of South Africa, government and partners continue to strengthen the library ecosystem so that it supports literacy, research, cultural preservation, and economic opportunities. In the Eastern Cape, a province rich in history, intellectual heritage, and cultural pride, libraries have a particularly important role to play. Support learners and researchers and preserve the rich heritage of the Eastern Cape for future generations. Bensitho Tata Nkosi ukuba kufuneka nje wena sikurekhode ngoku ukwenzela uba siyibone uba siyenza njani yofika elibrary. the information and knowledge that you have. The theme, Reclaiming Knowledge, Empowering Futures, also challenges us to preserve indigenous knowledge systems, the wisdom of our elders, the histories of our communities, and the intellectual traditions that have shaped our continent, for generations. African knowledge systems must not only be preserved, they must be digitized, shared, and integrated into global knowledge networks. As Nelson Mandela once said, I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world," close quote. Libraries remain one of the most powerful instruments through which that weapon of education is made accessible to every citizen. This Expo, therefore, provides an important platform for innovation, collaboration, and reflection. It allows librarians, policymakers, technologists, educators, and communities to imagine together what libraries must become in order to serve the future generations. Masutu program director and Usapeti Pep. Kodwa city librarians, let us digitize now. Let us go paperless. So kusafuneka ke siqinisekise uba siyenza njani ba environment be conducive. Program director wethu angaphathi iphepha. Let this gathering inspire us to build libraries that are digitally enabled, socially responsive, and culturally inclusive. Libraries that empower young people with skills, entrepreneurs with information, researchers with resources, and communities with knowledge. Because when knowledge is accessible, possibilities expand. When knowledge is reclaimed, identity is restored. And when knowledge is shared, the future becomes brighter for all. Ladies and gentlemen, the future we envision today will depend on the choices we make about knowledge, access, and learning. It is therefore my great honor to officially declare the Libraries of the Future Expo open. May this Expo ignite ideas, strengthen partnerships, and inspire a new era where libraries continue to reclaim knowledge and empower futures. Thank you so much.
Can we give another round of applause, please, for those powerful words? Thank you so much. Swulugoy MEC for those wonderful words. And also, I will recall and I'll remember this next time. No more paper. We're going paperless, ladies and gentlemen. I think it should start with me before I can even tell it to my children as well. All right, it's now time for us to, as she has officially welcomed us and officially opened as well, I think it would be best to have the MEC as well walk around to the expo side, the exhibition side, and have an official opening so that we can get started. This is where now we will see the conversations that we're having, how they're meeting up with digitization. We'll see AI programs. We'll see, all those things that we thought were a dream a few years ago, but now we're talking about it and we are bringing it closer to home when you're talking about libraries and talking about exposure for our children as well in the province. So I will welcome the MEC and the dignitaries as well to please come through and we go around the exhibition side so that we can officially open the event today and, welcome the exhibitors as well on the other side. All right, we have the DJ there. Apparently, MEC Altandayo. Awuyamvimba MEC, khawudlala ingoma ka-MEC as we walk around. And ladies and gentlemen, just after the MEC does the opening there with the exhibition, then there'll be time for us to break for a little session of tea. So enjoy your tea and scones, and then when we come back, we'll continue with the program. Good morning and welcome.
Imithwalo yakho yokuphatha.
Oh, yeah. Must be there.